Relative peace finally returned to Karamoja at the turn of 2023 as cases of cattle raids became minimal.
The community, the leaders, the elders, the youth have all come together to make sure that we sustain the peace that we are looking at this time.
Now they are handing guns every day. They are getting guns out. And especially with the support of these young people the president took to Kampala, it has happened.
In 2022, the security situation in Karamoja had reached a critical point, with nearly daily reports of gun-wielding cattle raiders conducting attacks across the region.
It was really bad because you would have up to around 7 raids per night, and that means people have lost cows. People have lost lives because for you to come out to protect your cows, they would kill you. You would have deaths. We'll have deaths. Every day there was at least a death reported in the region, almost every day.
Abim, in particular, bore the brunt, witnessing horrifying scenes of torched, grass-thatched homes and inhabitants falling victim to the violence of gunshots and arrows.
The incidences of cattle thefts, arson, house break-ins, and warriors using arrows and spears to inflict injuries on innocent civilians.
I don't condemn all the people of Karamoja, no. These are GA people, the GA boys. I don't know whether they are sent or what.
Abim Hospital. As the wave of fear and devastation expanded across the region, the community cried out to the government.
I'm asking the government, is it right for anybody to kill an innocent person going to his garden?
I'm really appealing to the entire UPDF, the government, to come to our rescue. We are the ones who are being raided. We don't go for raids.
In response, the president initiated a reshuffle in the military, replacing Brigadier General Joseph Balikudembe with Major General Don Nabasa as a new 3rd Division commander. Under Major General Nabasa's leadership, a swift strategic shift emerged, transitioning from coercive disarmament tactics to a voluntary disarmament approach. This new approach aimed to encourage individuals in possession of illegal arms to voluntarily surrender their weapons without facing prosecution.
So, with the coming of General Nabasa and his approach of work is hands-on. He has been attending meetings in the sub-counties. He has been to my sub-county 3 or 4 times, talking direct to the people.
So when I see this man, he looks like a simple guy, social, but he's doing this work of insecurity. He's handling very well.
So the change in approach has helped a bit. Now we have to sustain it until all the guns are out.
However, another significant gap emerged concerning the role of political leaders in disarmament. Concern arose that many political leaders in Karamoja were protecting illegal gun owners in exchange for electoral support.
The enemies of Karamoja are 2 people, the elders themselves and the elected leaders. The problem with the leaders, the elected leaders, whether they know there is a culprit here, they will never come out to say, this is the man. They tend to hide because of their next elections.
The absence of political figures in subsequent community dialogues facilitated a level of openness and disclosure as names of individuals suspected of possessing illegal firearms began to surface. These surrendered hundreds of weapons in weeks and months that followed.
For the last 2 weeks, we have received over 7 guns. And we are still receiving. Every other 2 days, they are calling us to come and pick these guns.
The president then issued an Executive Order 3, banning the entry of the Turkana into Karamoja sub-region, thereby reducing proliferation of firearms across porous borders.
As guided by the Commander-in-Chief, we've been stopping the Turkana from entering Uganda, and therefore reducing on the small arms proliferation. If we had to leave the Turkana to mingle with the disarmed community, then they would bring insecurity, because for them they are not disarmed, they are still armed.
As of now, the executive order, to a greater extent, has helped to contain the security situation in Karamoja.
Furthermore, the president extended an olive branch by providing amnesty to Karamoja youth who voluntarily returned their weapons. This marked a turning point in the efforts to change the mindset of the youth fueling conflict in Karamoja. The youth who surrendered their arms emerged as ambassadors of peace, spearheading the Karachuna to Karachuna approach, a movement aimed at encouraging fellow youth to return the guns.
To the rest of my brothers who are now going on, calling those ones who are still hiding from the bushes, we are calling them to come. We sit together and we give back these guns to the government because they are not helping us even.
The use of the reformed warriors is very useful because they give real-time testimonies about how their lives were not good while they were in the bush, while they were actually in the raiding spree, they were out there suffering in the bush.
Simultaneously, the military intensified its operations in Abim and other strife-ridden districts where illegal gun owners continued to sow chaos. The breakdown of operation gains and losses include civilians killed by warriors 109, civilians injured 114, warriors killed by security 103, soldiers killed by warriors 22, soldiers injured 33, firearms recovered 340, ammunition recovered 3,227, and warriors arrested 7,420.
Unfortunately, of course, a few of them have been put out of action, those that could not accept to, but would resort to engaging the security forces. And on our side, we have not lost so many.
Another menace that demanded concerted action was the war against commercialized cattle raids. Unscrupulous businessmen were reportedly paying money to Karamoja youth to raid cattle which are then transported out of the region. In addition, local councils were issuing fake licenses to ease the movement of the illegal traders.
We have reduced raids because when you raid, where do you take it? It must move. When we manage routes, we shall get it. When we manage markets, we shall also get it. So some of these operational factors have really helped to augment and cause peaceful situations.
The combined efforts of the government, military and mobilized youth have proven instrumental in restoring order and peace in Karamoja. Today, Karamoja stands transformed, a bustling hub of business activities and burgeoning tourist attractions, enjoying an unprecedented era of calmness.
What is our focus, especially now as we enter through the festive season? Our focus, me and you, and the entire community, should be robberies, murders, terrorism threats, sex-related crimes, rape, and when during festive season, merrymaking, intelligence-led operations jointly, enhanced patrols, which have been joint, enhanced management of checkpoints joint.
However, amid this newfound stability, residents have called on the military to sustain its operations and refrain from prematurely withdrawing, a misstep that previously triggered a resurgence of deadly cattle raids in the early 2000s.
Get some people at the sub-county, even if it is 10 only, 10 per sub-county. Now, you say, how can government of Uganda say the LC3s are chairpersons of security at sub-county level, when actually the gunmen are the chairpersons of the security? A chairman cannot say anything because those gunmen say, we know why you are sleeping, we know what.
We cannot allow history to repeat itself by withdrawing from Karamoja. If anything, we are beefing up. We continue to beef up.
Shamim Nawakoza, Richard Oyel, NBS, Live at 9.